FTW Broadcasting here. We bring you hot League of Legends actions. That's right. This is MBD. I'm here with our Chief Science Officer, the King of Town, and we're gonna bring you some hot League of Legends action where we're just noobing it at the highest level of noobing it. You have not seen noobs like this really anywhere, I think. So I'm pretty excited about it. And the first thing I want to say is that this game was recorded about 2 weeks ago, so it is before the patch that occurred after the season one championship. So there is, which I thought was a pretty decent patch. So King of Town, how you doing over there?
I'm doing pretty well. As the Chief Science Officer, I've got to say I'm pretty excited about this game. Anytime I get the opportunity to, teach something, instruct the populace, I do get excited, and there's going to be a lot of learning going on in this game.
Yeah, I agree. We definitely, I don't remember this game super well, but I do remember that we made a ton of mistakes. We are playing a ranked match here, and when we play these games, we do play ranked duo queue, as we try to attempt to raise our elo. I think our elos are in the high 1200s to low 1300s, just pretty low, and we haven't played a ton of games. We'll see exactly where we are. I'll be interested to see where we are in, 10 or 15 games.
Well, I would just like to say that as of right now, I am technically unranked. I have not played enough ranked games to even have an elo, so that's where I stand currently.
Oh, that's excellent there. And we see here you're playing Annie, and that is an interesting starting build. Mechie. Why would you start with the Mechie pendant, I might ask?
If I remember correctly, in this game I decided I was going to go for a quick death fire.
I'm not sure why you would do that. And
for maximum nuking.
Oh, okay, yeah, great. And they're asking you to leash, and you're waiting. You took way too long to leash there, but you finally did do it. Good, as our Alistar is attempting to jungle, and he stated when the game started that he did not really know how to jungle Alistar, but our team insisted that he did anyways. Probably not the wisest maneuver.
No, in retrospect, that was probably pretty terrible of us. It would have been much better just to have him in the lane instead of potentially having somebody feed.
Yeah, just better to let the players go with what they want. As you see, he's getting invaded by the pirate here. I can't really see exactly what's going on. He is flashing in. Oh, he's looking rough for him. He's ignited. He's got his healing potion going, but he is going to run back to the middle to be protected by you. So his jungle is kind of screwy there, as we see Mordekaiser chasing the pirate around through the river. There. And in the end, that's the pirate looks like he's going to do all right. And so that was a nice job of all of us, our team not being there to help protect our jungle, which you definitely want to do more in the ranked games. And especially, it's obvious that someone's going to be jungling a lot in the ranked games, and you want to protect your jungler, basically.
Yeah, if your jungler gets behind, it's going to put your team at a huge disadvantage. So if you see somebody coming into your jungle and invading, it's always best to try and cut that person off. A lot of people will get kills or assists off of that, and B, it really gives your jungler the advantage in that he's not dead, he gets that experience, and he gets to continue to jungle.
Yep, and we are watching our Mordekaiser getting towered by the Twisted Fate and their pirate, and they get first blood on that one. So, rough situation here. We should note that even though we had a jungler, we decided to put 2 top for no reason.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, one of our allies insisted on this, and we just kind of went with it. We should have said something, but...
Yeah, oftentimes when you have the jungler, you will have the 2 bottom and the solos top. And another thing, we were insisting on a jungler... Our Alistar wanted to lane, and they don't have a jungler, so there was really no reason for us to have one. As you see, as I'm putting the ward down in the river, trying to protect myself from the gank from the non-existent jungler. Oh, as the crocodile gets right up on me, and I'm forced to flash away. The croc is so close to losing it there. Unfortunately, both me and Ash have had to blow our flash, and to no end. So that is a rough situation here.
Yeah, the Croc's looking rough there. He's primed for a tower dive, but...
Yeah, primed for tower dive. Let's take a look at the tab thing. You're in the middle, you have 15 creep kills against their Malzahar's 19, so you're kind of behind a little bit there. They're in a rough situation, and we are, of course, down first blood, but our Alistar is still trying to jungle. I can't see exactly how much health he has, but he's been walking back and forth in front of this lizard for a really long time, so I can't assume it's going well.
No, he really spends a lot of time just sort of pacing around the jungle here instead of actually jungling. We should have just at this point told him, hey, forget about jungling, get into the lane, don't worry about it, you know, they don't have to, whatever. We should have just told him to knock it off, because he really just spends a lot of time pacing around with no help.
Right, exactly. And we see, yeah, Mordekaiser tried to get on their Twisted Fate here, who ended up having to flash away. It's hard, you know, the replay system is not great. It's hard to see exactly what's going on when I wasn't watching that area. Meanwhile, I'm watching me and Ash. We are pushing this lane just a little too much, I think. We're making it very difficult to zone out our opponents. But in the end, we'll see exactly how well that works. Ash is doing decently, I believe, if I take a look at the thing. 17 creep kills. No, not so great, not as much as the Twisted Fate. Our Mordekaiser is in big trouble down below. It's unfortunate for him to be in the 2v1 lane. Mordekaiser can do a decent 2v1, but he seems to be struggling.
Well, it's a lot of people struggle against Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate is just really a pain in the butt. If he's any good at all, and he can card lock at all, it's just super annoying. Plus the pirate.
Yeah, so this was before the Pirates' big buff in the last patch, which I know you were really excited about that buff, you as a longtime Pirate player.
Yeah, I mained the Pirate for a long time. I've played a lot of games as the Pirate. You know, I used to play him back when he was even more OP, and it's just really exciting to have a really cheesy character who's currently.
Yes, I know. I definitely think maybe they may have overbuffed him just a little bit, but maybe just a little bit, not a whole lot. But that slow is just really nice. As you see, our turret has gone down, so we are in a rough situation. Down first blood, down a turret at about 7 minutes into the game. Not really where you want to be.
No, the whole thing is really going pretty well overall. You know, we're not super far behind, but it's obvious that we're also not doing well. So.
No, our jungler has been slow. He doesn't know exactly what he's doing, and we have not had a chance to really do any ganks. So it kind of defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
And I caught the pirate with a well-timed clairvoyance, mostly luck, as he's running through the jungle trying to make things difficult for our Alistar. Mordekaiser coming in to deal with him, and the pirate he's just going to flash away with no problem. Pop is. They were there with a nice stun Tibbers drop on him, and nice kill there, nice positioning for you to come in, as basically the pirate walked all the way around here, and it was just a rough situation for him. And there's not really much getting away from that Tibbers stun.
No, Tibbers is devastating. A lot of people save Tibbers to try and use it to finish off the fight. The nice thing about Tibbers is he does AoE damage and he attacks. He's pretty buck. He's a heck of a teddy bear. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you drop him early, he does all that extra AoE damage,
and with her most recent slight remake, he does scale HP and damage-wise with your AP, which is a nice addition.
That is a nice addition.
They use
Annie.
Yes, exactly. They did a lot with the change to Annie. They really made her a lot more viable in the late game while keeping her early game burst pretty much intact. You'll see it very often. I think I saw on the forum somebody wanted a t-shirt that said this. Basically, it says lower base raise ratios, and that's how you make a character less absurd in the early game while making them great, still good late game.
There's a big old miss with that Ash arrow mid. I don't know if you saw that. It just whizzed right behind our opponents as they were on the tower. Yeah, that was rough there. A hit there would have easily made at least one kill. As you come in, you're trying to get that pirate. Twisted Fate comes in, he stuns you. Oh, you're double Mordekaiser ult, and that is the end of you. Yeah, there was no getting out of that. Being squishy, I should not have run that far up there.
No, particularly not when you saw the Twisted Fate ultimate come up, but it's kind of hard. In the end, the Alistar has come up to deal with the help, but I don't think, I cannot see the health bars right now. I don't know how rough he's doing. Twisted Fate popping a health pod just to stay in the lane and be obnoxious. We have three mid here. Meanwhile, me and Ash have just been up top, just trying to deal with this as the Crocodile gets up on me. Right, not a whole lot. Ash, we could have been doing a lot more zoning up here. I haven't been watching it a ton, but I do know that I think I might have even been getting more creep kills than I should. 11 creep kills, probably way more than any support should ever be getting. Ash should have been picking up a lot more of those.
Ash seems to be pushing pretty hard anyway. You guys did noob it really bad, and that you did push so far, and you can't zone him out, because these would be pretty easy, champions to zone out if you just had a little room to do it.
Right, and we're not putting enough pressure on the tower. The tower has about no hits on it, so we need to one or then the other at least. If you're going to push that hard, you need to at least take the tower down, and we are not doing that. So that's causing issues on our part. And I see you have got your Fiendish Codex. I'm not sure why you would decide to go for the Deathfire with Annie. Annie seems to me a rod all the way kind of character.
Well, in retrospect, it was really quite the noob thing to do. I thought I was going to be pro and become the queen of burst. You know, with 30% right off the top, plus, you know, Tibbers and, you know, spamming my moves, I figured I'd be able to melt at pretty much anybody's face just right from the get-go.
Yeah, and I can see where you might think that, but in the end, spamming the AP is better. And then we see you did drop 2 wards. Now, the interesting thing I always see about wards is I always say it's very important to buy wards. But there was an interesting post on solo mid by the Rain Man earlier where he discussed buying wards, and as a carry, AP or AD otherwise, you should probably only be buying enough wards, maybe 1 or 2, maybe 1 to guard your own lane to keep you from getting ganked. And if you're buying more than 1, you're only gimping yourself. It should be up to the support and the tanks to be buying wards, and I thought that was interesting. But one of the issues you have, and there's the dropping of the Tibbers, and the pirate gets away with about 100 health. That's rough there. That is unfortunate, and if you had a little more AP, I think you might have finished that one off.
I think you're right. Unfortunately, that's not how it went down.
But like as I was saying with wards, unfortunately with wards, in a solo queue, even in ranked, you can't always trust your allies to buy the wards that they're supposed to buy.
Well, and that's exactly it. You can't trust your support to, say, not creep kill steal from you, or regular kill steal from you. I mean, when your Zillion is taking kills from you, that's just bad play.
Yeah, and even in this case, when their support is me, you know you can't trust me, because they don't call me Mr. Noobers for nothing. Definitely not. I've been sitting in my lane for a while now. You see, I bought the 2 fairy charms. I'm going back now with the intention of getting double P-Stone on Sonya. Like I said, this was before the most recent patch where they have made the gold per 10 items unique. So, which I think was a really good move finally. And what do you think about that move?
Well, I think that it was the change needed to happen. I like that you can still stack the gold per 5 on different items. So if you want a gold per 5 stack, you can do it. You just can't do it with the same item. So it still leaves that option available to people who want to play supports and roamers that aren't going to be farming in lanes. But it also balances it out so that you can't just stack a bunch of health with hearts of gold.
Exactly, and there are certainly some heroes like Jarvan who it was very viable to just stack hearts of gold, roam around like a crazy man. And now you have to build a little more choice. I still get a Philosopher's Stone and Heart of Gold when I play Jarvan. I think it works out really well. But you have to be a little more conscious on your decisions after that. So I think it was a good choice overall. And some people complain that there are some heroes that were more useful with the multiple P-Stones. In particular, Poppy was considered that was one of the only viable ways to play her, was to stack 3, maybe 4 P-Stones. And personally, I don't think if that's the only viable way to play her, then there's some sort of other problem that needs to be established. As you can see, I just dropped a pink top ward and killed their ward where I knew they had one, which is something you want to do as a support. If you have the money, grab a pink top, drop it by the dragon, drop it by the baron, where you know they're going to have wards, and kill their wards. Killing the opponent's wards is oh, here we go. We hit a Kali with the Asher ult and then my own ult and take her down a little bit. And in the end, she drops her stealth and turns on us, kills Ash, and pretty much is going to kill me here too. So not enough damage from me or Ash.
Now see,
handle
what
that.
I very wisely do is trickle in right behind you. I wind up getting that kill, but now I'm pincered by the pirate and the crocodile, and it's much guaranteed that I'm going to die.
You kind of missed with Tibbers there, which was nice.
Yeah, that was very good in that crucial moment. The Tibbers drop did not go anywhere near them.
I think you just managed to somehow miss both of them, like right down in the center. It was a really, really nice shot and worth noting. So very good. So that was a horrible noobness by me and Ash there, just completely unable to finish off. Even though Ash, I think she now just bought her BF sword, or just unable to finish off that Akali. Let her use her stealth and or basically juking ability to really make things terrible for us. Double ultimate, and she gets the double kill. That's what you like to see, right?
Well, that's how you know you're on track to win a game.
Yeah, absolutely. We're down about 4 kills. 4 kills and only one tower so far, but still in a rough situation. They did have a DC, so we could easily come back from that with the DC down.
Now, the issue here is that, you know, what's happening is TF is going to be farming up and leveling, and you see him over here pushing up, you know, down bottom, and, you know, he's just going to get tons of cash. You see he's already got the Sword of the Divine.
Right now I'm actually watching Akali deal with Mordekaiser and Alistar. They were chasing the pirate and failed to do that, and he finishes up, and Akali finishes off Mordekaiser. So over chasing, also something you don't want to do. Just keep that in mind.
If you don't know where the rest of their team is, don't chase them into their own jungle. It's just a bad idea.
Yep, absolutely. And me and Ash finally get that turret. They left us alone for a little bit, and unfortunately, you have been walking up and down the river. You run into TF. You've got your stun all right up, but here he goes. He's turning with this ghost. He throws his stun. The pirate ult goes down. You guys are chasing. You don't know where the rest of the team is. You're in a rough situation. Your ignite goes off. But you drop Tibbers. I'm not sure if you hit Akali or not, but then they turn around, and that is just the end of you.
There's the way too late Ash arrow.
Yeah, it was a nice shot, but it was just a little late. Me and Ash are coming in. I flashed to get a little closer. I really want to get my ultimate off on the TF. I do manage to get it off and slow him, so we do take him out. A lot of effort went into getting that TF, so we're coming in, and it looks like we're going to try and push this tower here, but I think we decided against it and decided we got to go deal with Mr. Crocodile in the middle.
Yeah, losing another tower right now would be pretty bad. Really, I'm not sure we can really save this.
And now this was just a lot of running back and forth between everybody in the river. We see the pirate, we decide we need him, we're going to try and dive him. He's got Mordekaiser's ultimate on him. And I think we're going to try and dive him. We should have tried to dive, I believe TF was sitting right here. We should have dived him instead, but in the end he gets away, and we lose our turret. So, nice job. We got nobody, and we got turreted. We lost a turret, so there's that. TF has been, as you said, he has been teleporting around the map using his ultimate, which is just so annoying. I heard they are going to be changing it to make it more like Nocturne's ultimate. I'm not sure. That has not been confirmed, but I believe that's what they're thinking. I think that's a good idea.
I'm not really entirely sure how that would work, or what you mean by that.
Well, by Nocturne's ultimate, it's not exactly global. It just has a very large range. It's like a quarter of the map or whatever. So he'd be able to teleport like, you know, a quarter of the map. From where he is now, he could teleport to about mid. Probably even less than that, actually.
So you could go from lane to lane, but you couldn't go necessarily from top to bottom.
Right. Might be even a little shorter than lane to lane, but it requires a little bit better positioning, and it's not a global teleport. And as I say, they took down that turret in no time, and TF is just ridiculous with that global teleport, his ability to just pop right over there, and with his crazy attack speed, take down that turret in no time. And me and Mordekaiser are trying to take down this turret. We know that they're going to be coming. We don't see them up top. They've got to be coming this way, but we're going to stick on it anyways, and I'm going to get a call lead probably.
Yeah, well, here comes the no-health pirate for some reason. I'm not really... Oh, no, that was just a
glitch in the replay system. Yeah, he looked like he had about 3/4 health to me. It's hard to tell. We're going to back up here and try and defend on our tower. We need to... One of the things in this game that we did very poorly in about every team fight was positioning. And positioning is so important, and we did a terrible job of it. And I think there's a lot to learn about what not to do if you watch how we position ourselves.
Oh yeah, if you see right now, we're all completely spread out when we know they're running together. TF could teleport at any second, just be anywhere on the map and gank anyone. So the fact that I'm alone up top is just absolutely...
As the team fight begins, the Crocodile pops his ult, and we decide we're going to try and focus him anyways. Akali is running all around in her stealth and really causing us an issue. We can't seem to finish her off. Finally do, and as Mordekaiser goes down as well. Unfortunately, that Crocodile is primed for a double kill. As TF comes in with the gold card. Oh, there's the Crocodile. The TF is finally going to go down. I finally arrived way late with my ultimate on the Crocodile for no real reason. Ash does not get away while he's stunned, and that is going to be the end of that Ash. I think that's going to be the 3rd kill that the Crocodile gets. And meanwhile, you were in the base, I guess.
Yeah, I think I was spent a lot of time shopping. I'm just now leaving the base.
And I managed to kill the Crocodile with a nice timely flash there, but in the end, it's not really super great. I got some bonus gold from killing the killing spree, but that would have been well better served to you or Ash. But in the end, I got him, so great.
Yeah, I guess.
Great. Meanwhile, we see TF Salt going off. I expected him to want to go top or bottom. He would have. I think he would have gone bottom had our allies not been there. Instead, he went middle to stop our push. So in the end, again, that ultimate is just so game-changing. He could just be wherever he needs to be, and it's really frustrating.
If you notice, as we're moving down the river, instead of staying together, I cross on one side of the dragon, and you cross on the other, so that if either of us were to run into an enemy, neither one of us would be able to help each other.
Oh yeah, that was nice. And then you hit a collie, boom! That actually went out pretty well. It was a really nice Ash Arrow, perfect combination of stun from you and then the Ash Arrow. And you get the kill with that Tibbers Immolate as she hides in her stealth, so lucky us there.
Never underestimate the amount of damage the Tibbers will do.
Absolutely. And it's really good because it does help that stealth, kill that stealth there like that. And then we're going to try and push here, and I think we see that they were top, and they're now no longer there, so we can expect them to appear when they, as he drops the Pirate Ultimate. Really, see, you and me are both way out of position here. Sitting right by our eyes, we should be far farther back. See, I can definitely support my little attacks on the tower are not going to be that effective. Alistar's way in over his head there.
Way late on his ultimate.
Mordekaiser ends up going down, and both of them, if we were going to push that tower, which we did, we should have pushed the tower. Half of us decided to push the tower, and half of us decided they wanted a team fight. And it should have been one or the other. I think maybe pushing the tower was best, or maybe backing up and going to the jungle would have been better.
Yeah, pretty much any decision, but that one would have been better. A lot of times in this situation, when the pros are up against a wall like that, a hard to push place, they'll just go into their enemy's jungle and take all the buffs and clear out all the creeps, deny them that gold, deny them those buffs, deny them that experience, and really just make them bottle up, which hurts. It hurts your income and it hurts your levels.
Right. And as you see, we are we are actually ahead on towers now. We're really close on kills, and they're looking to surrender, and that's simply because their Mousahar is not in the game anymore. And we might, I think, as I missed Ash getting killed by Twisted Fate. Without seeing that, I can guess how that went down, though.
Seems pretty obvious. TP and gold card, and then of course he has, I believe, 2 attack speed items already. So.
Right. So he is attacking super fast and being really devastating. And we, by being up 5-4, is really our only reason this game is not completely over.
Correct. And even now, at any moment, it would be very easy for us to lose a team fight against these 4.
Oh yeah, we have definitely showed that we're not team fighting properly, though. We're not positioning well. We don't really do a lot of damage. Our Ashe is not doing a ton of damage. You are not doing a ton of damage. And our burst is a little lower than it needs to be because you decided to go with the Deathfire. Your AP is just not where you'll see you only have 97 AP. You need to have much more than that at 23 minutes into the game.
No, by this point I should have had a rod and probably been working on my cap, my death cap.
Yes, exactly. It's such a fine looking hat. I love that hat.
It is a nice hat.
I did get an Oracles. They had been putting wards down, and I have been hunting wards, but in the end, it's not really that bad. And we find a collie right here. She's forced to run. As we're taking their buffs, so we're doing this right. We're sticking together, but you are, except for you're way out here doing whatever.
Running around in the river.
Just skipping around, being Annie.
Yep. Got my molten shield on for no reason, just in case, I guess.
Hey, just use that shield. It's good to pump up that stun. So I think we're going to try and force a push here, force a 4v5 situation. Probably the smarter idea here. Force a 4v5 while we have the advantage. But unfortunately, we're going to have to worry about TF making those random jumps. And there you see the ultimate, which means he's most certainly going to hop over to there. Or does he hop? It looks like he actually decided just to hop top, seeing that we were going bottom.
Yes, yeah, he hops top knowing that that is the farthest away from us that he could go.
Yeah, and I give him credit. He's playing very annoyingly. It's really frustrating to play against, but I can't fault him for that. That's how you play TF right now.
I want you to notice, if you look over here at me right next to this huge pile of creeps, I spent the whole time standing there auto-attacking because I had the chat window open, and every time I tried to use my moves, it was instead typing the letter into the chat box.
That is fabulous, sir. I was looking at that, and I was wondering what you were doing. Like, why doesn't he just W them all down? But no, and then you have to pop a health pod as you skip along. So nice work there. I wish you would hit enter and it come through on the chat box.
Yeah, no, I deleted it. I saw what I did and I deleted all that.
Yeah, you should have hit enter and sent it through, so we had that for sure. As Malzahar reconnects, and it's now a 5v5, and we did not press our advantage, and we were just asking for it by not pressing our advantage there.
Absolutely, and even now, Malzahar is going to be under level. We should be picking on him, but I just don't think we're coordinated enough to do that. Our team is so bad; nobody's really working together. Every time anybody does anything, it's like they stutter. They can't decide what to do. And being indecisive is one of the worst things to do in this game.
Right. And I think I saw you put down a lot of wards there as we saw Malzahar get owned, and we just decided we're going to run in against all of them, just you and I. Here it goes. Oh, as TF comes teleporting in, no doubt. Oh, no, he teleported out, actually. And let's attack the tank. Why not? Here we go. Tank. Oh, Alistar misses that pulverize, and he flashes away. And we are just chasing for no reason. The Ash arrow goes off, but keep chasing. Terrible, terrible idea to chase here right into the tank, which we can't really do a lot of damage to. We're just asking to get out of position and annihilated by the team.
We know that everybody is here. We should all be running away, but instead we stick around and let ourselves get pincered in the woods.
My ultimate goes off pretty poorly. Tibbers misses. I don't know where Tibbers was going down. I'm getting chased down by a collie. Our Alistar goes down. Malzahar is back in the game. He's going to get a lot of experiences for being around all these skills. And that's the end of me. And you get gold card. And that is the end of you. Our Ash says, oh my god, don't go for the tanks. Well, yeah, that was just terrible all around. Can you count the number of things we did wrong? If you can count the number of things we did wrong in the, go ahead and put them in the comments. I think it's like 7.
It's a pretty large number. Yeah, I like how she says, "Oh my God, don't attack the tank." She was the one who ultimated the tank.
Yeah, she was.
She initiated that fight. So
it was. We all chased for no reason.
For no reason. We should have just let that one go. We all should have just backed up.
Yeah, pretty much. TF then Pirate, as you say in all chat. They ought to know that by now. As they're going to push this tower down. No problem. There's the ult. So it was a nice job by Ash there, actually. Really good ult, but in the end, the tower goes down. Alistar goes down. Ash goes down. So 1 for 2, and a tower. I think they got the best out of that one. As they're going to come pushing in here. You do a nice job taking down the crocodile here. They clearly have no respect for us right here as they just push right in. No, they don't care that we're there or not. They don't care how little health they have. We do get all 3 of them there. And they made a mistake like we've been making, just over pushing, unnecessary. Well, you're low on health and not the whole team there.
Yeah, they just got a little cocky, and that's easy to do when you're on a roll.
Oh, very, very easy. I've definitely done that more than enough times. And unfortunately, every one of those fights, every kill matters, and you don't want to give them free kills. You don't want to make those mistakes. You certainly don't want to make avoidable mistakes, because in the end, you're going to make a few mistakes. And you want to neutralize the number of mistakes you make. So definitely don't make those really easily avoidable mistakes when pushing for no reason.
Right. If there's no advantage to be gained, then there's no reason to be there. Go somewhere else where you can levy some kind of advantage or get some gold or something. You notice, though, that even after we got all those kills, it's still 21, so we're still way behind.
Yeah, absolutely. TF is now teleported in on our Ash. I can't really see what's going on. It looked like Ash did a cool moonwalk right in the back into the... And here we go. I said they were all up, but we all stayed in the bottom anyways. You remember that? That was nice of us. And we're getting totally pincered. That's the end of you. Akali takes you out. The Pirate. Oh, run right. And we run right up into where TF was. Just awful, awful position and awful decision making.
For some reason, Mordekaiser decides to go in after we're dead.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. Basically, we were in the bottom. We were pushing. We knew they were all up. We knew they were going to come. We decided to come up, take these golems, and hang out and take the long way. We should have just walked back, blue-pilled right back, and put ourselves in a better position. But we decided to wander around their jungle. Definitely want to avoid their jungle when you are so behind like we are.
Yeah, when you're behind, you shouldn't be being aggressive. You should play defensively and try and, even things up.
Yeah. And don't defend the tower against 5 all by yourself like Alistar's doing here.
He's done that a couple of times, and it generally always gets him killed. You see Ash just getting annihilated by TF.
I mean, Alistar, I can't see how much health he had, but with his ultimate, he was able to survive for a fairly long amount of time until TF catches him there. And then he did manage to actually defend that tower, but it's still not something you want to do. If it wasn't Alistar, he certainly wouldn't have been able to.
No, and really, he probably shouldn't have been able to anyway.
Yeah, but it looks like we're going to do a little splitting up here. You're running around back into the river on your own, which could definitely cause problems as you put down another ward. And you've been very good with the wards this game, which is good, but unfortunately you are the AP carry, and I wonder just how much gold in wards you've spent.
I'm not really sure. I would kind of like to know that too. Probably a few hundred at this point, because I've bought really quite a few.
If they're 75 a pop, easily a few hundred. I think you've easily dropped at least 10 wards, which would put it at about 750 gold, which easily could have been spent on something else. So there it is. TF actually teleported to the bottom to take out that turret, no problem, as he saw us in the running around in the bottom. We're finally going to go and maybe deal with him. We're so far out of the way. And you say, is the backdoor really necessary? But in the end, he wasn't really backdooring. You were just kind of angry, which is not a big surprise, as you run in against all 5 of them, getting slowed, getting owned. Terrible. I'm trying to defend against TF. As the support, I'm not going to be able to defend against TF very well.
No, I don't think anybody in our team can really defend against TF. Even Alistar is going to have some issues against TF.
Yeah, he just
ultimate runs out.
Yeah, he just flashes away, no problem. With he is ridiculously fed right now. If we look at the he's only 6'4" and 12 actually. There goes the surrender vote comes popping up. We decide not to surrender even though we are way behind. I don't ever surrender in ranked play just because for some reason I feel like you shouldn't. No real reason. I don't think it's wrong, but I just don't. Just let the game play out.
If you're gonna play ranked, it's kind of for keeps, and you never know when your opponent can just make a series of mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. And the volume went way crazy there for a minute, so I don't think I heard exactly what you're saying. They just annihilate us as we come in one at a time for this team fight. Yeah, again, one at a time with the team fight.
Trying to finish off the pirate doesn't quite happen. Ash gets killed. I'm just running around. I'm not doing anything except just kind of getting damaged by Malzahar, just running into all of his moves.
Yeah, that was, I don't know what you were doing, just doing a little dance. And I don't know what Gangplank's whining about over there, but inappropriate. Just inappropriate. I'm always a little friendly trash talk I think might be okay, but I've always been annoyed by just calling the other team noobs or losers when you're just crushing them. Yes, I get it. You're better than them, but I don't think there's a necessary reason to trash talk.
Well, I think GP was upset because I think we killed him there. I don't quite remember. We either killed him or he had to go back home. Either way, I think he was upset about that. And then
either way, hey, Malzahar and TF just destroying that turret, no problem. I believe, let's take a look at the tab here. They're all 18s, 17s. We're all the 14s and 15s and a couple of 16s, so they definitely got a couple of levels on us, a lot more farm. I really wish we had that spectator mode to see just how much gold everyone has as compared. That's a really nice feature, and I can't wait for it to get added so we can actually start recording and get some nice spectator mode, improved replay feature added.
It would be nice, even if we had to jury rig some kind of spectator in all of our games on a third laptop, or something like that. I think once we have spectator mode, we can make it work. It would be a little more reliable.
Yeah, so we're doing our best here. We're trying to show you how not to play. Don't play like us. We play very poorly. And as you've been seeing, we've been playing very poorly. We are lost 2 inhibitors. I don't know what their team is doing. I assume their team is getting the Baron right now. It would be really nice to see. No doubt they're getting the Baron. There's no reason for them not to at this point, even though they don't really need it. And there's the surrender vote again from our Ash. And of course we say no. It's almost over. 1-4. Or I guess the rest of our team feels the same way about the whole surrender thing.
Ah, here they come with the Baron buff.
Yeah, here they come with the Baron buff to finish us off, no problem. There goes TF Salt. He'll be... Oh, he just decides to teleport in up top to take the turret while they all run in the middle. Because that's good play, but they really didn't need that.
No, and that's one of the things that makes TF really annoying, and I think from now on he's just it has to be on our ban list because it's just so obnoxious.
Yeah, we have a hard time playing. Somehow I missed everyone with my ultimate there. It looked to me like I hit everyone, but I missed. So very nice by me. Keep focusing that crocodile, guys. Let's keep doing it. Oh, just a terrible situation. Ash Arrow finally goes off, manages to hit one of the cluster of 5.
Can't seem to finish anybody off either. We've gotten that Gangplank down to virtually 0 HP a number of times, but we never seem to be able to just finish him off.
No, the damage we have is just very, very subpar. There goes our Alistar. There goes our turret. I'm pretty much backing up at this point.
Yeah, at this point I decided not to give them any more kills right before the Nexus died. It just wasn't going to...
Yeah, so... Lots of things we went wrong in that game. Gangplank says loser again. I really think that's his way of talking trash, which is fine. What I'm going to say, I think there's a lot of things to learn from that about how not to play. Positioning is important. Press your advantage when you have it. And... oh man, just... I don't know, don't force your team to jungle when they're not comfortable.
Also, I would like to just add that you should... if your moves aren't going off, check and see if the chat box is open. Is that...
Excellent advice. Good advice. They need to put that on the... There needs to be a thread on Solo Mid about that one, because I think a lot of people have that problem.
Well, I would imagine that a lot of pros run into that issue as well.
Okay, so first thing I want to say is if you enjoy this and you want to try League of Legends yourself, there's a link down below to sign up. Go ahead and try that. And if you want to play with us anytime, play League of Legends, we do play games with other people every now and then. Join us on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. We will be posting when we are doing that, and we will be hopping in the FTW Broadcasting custom channel to set up games. So if you like us on Facebook, you'll know when we're doing that and for how long. We'll be doing that every now and then for an hour or two, playing a couple of games. So we look forward to that. That's always good fun. So do that if you want to. And I want to take a moment here and give a shout out to our sponsor. We've got a new sponsor. He's a very cool guy, StarCraft 2 fan. He's a fan of FTW Broadcasting. He wants to support us, and we want to support him too. Follow the link down below in the description. Mensclothing.org. It helps help him out, help us out. We've been using the money to push it back into the channel. Very, very cool stuff. So definitely click on that. Help us out. And I hope you enjoyed this cast. Leave a comment below. Click the button in the middle to subscribe. And we will see you in our next LOLCast.